everybody. My name is Miss Jackie. I'm one of the children's librarians here at the Hop Hog Library, and I'm here with you today doing this program about the importance of play with small children. You may think that kids playing, doing whatever, playing with the dollhouse, playing in a sandbox, playing with blocks, that they're not learning anything, they're not doing anything. Au contraire, they are doing so much. Their brains are growing from play. And I wrote down some notes about the importance of play, and I wanted to tell you about them. Play should be open-ended. It allows kids to use their imaginations. It lets them be creative. It also helps get their physical, cognitive, and emotional strengths stronger and better, which again, you wouldn't think that playing with blocks would do this, but it really does. It helps with their dexterity, with their hands, fine motor skills, gross motor skills, depending on how big the item is that they're picking up or playing with. It reinforces memory, and it gives them a feeling of being safe and secure to try new things and experiment. So kind of just let them do what they want when they're playing. And one thing I want to make a real point about is kids until they're about 3 do what they call parallel play, where they'll be sitting next to each other, not playing with each other, they'll be playing with separate blocks and cars, and that's very normal. It's very normal. They're not supposed to be playing with each other till they're about 3, 3 and a half, 4, and they start learning how to share. So don't worry if your kids aren't playing with each other. It's parallel play, very normal. That's what they're supposed to do. Believe it or not, blocks are the best toys for kids. They allow kids to really use their imaginations and build and build and build and build and build. They can make whatever they want. They can make a farm, they can make a building, they can do whatever they want. It's a lot of fun to watch them explore and bring other toys in. It's a natural stress reliever. It allows them to make their own decisions and to resolve conflicts. Other fun things that are good to play with besides blocks are sand and water, obviously water outside, or rice, as long as they're of the age where they won't stuff raw rice into their mouths. It's how children learn. Play is how children learn, how to interact with others. They plan, they organize. Unfortunately, today's children are so overscheduled with play dates and sports and swimming lessons. They don't just get a chance to hang out and play a little bit, which is a real shame. And if you can curb screen time and maybe just allow them 15 minutes, a half an hour just to be and to do their own thing playing, that would be really great. That's great for their development. They learn taking turns, they learn language skills, they learn negotiation skills, which may not necessarily be a good thing, but they do learn so much. So they don't look like they're learning, they just look like they're having a good time, which is great. But there's so much going on in their heads and in their little bodies, so let them play and have fun. And what I've done for this program is showing you things that you can upcycle or recycle or just create toys that are great and you don't have to spend a lot of money on. The first thing is, yes, this is an egg carton, and I've colored the inside of it rainbow colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And I have pom-poms, so you can tell your child, put the red pom-poms into the red circle, and they can do that. And there's a bunch of different, I have purple, blue, or whatever items you want to use, that's fine. Whatever, they can color code. Color coding is a big thing. They love to do stuff like that. They love to organize things. So that's one thing you can really do that's very inexpensive to make. We all have eggs in our fridge. Hi, next thing I'm going to show you is, I'm sorry I didn't decorate the coffee can. My husband loves chalk. It's what we had over the refrigerator, empty. What you can do with this is slit holes in the top of the can, and it's good for fine motor skills, taking popsicle sticks and putting them into the slots. You know, Johnny put 2 red popsicle sticks into the coffee can. Do that, and you can just store the popsicle sticks in the coffee can when you're done. Very easy, very simple to make. Most everybody has coffee. And then this is so easy to do. It's so much fun. If you take a old cereal box, this is the back of the cereal we have, and you cut it up. You can either put a nice photograph on the back and cut it up, or you can have your child draw something and cut it up, and it can be as easy or as hard as you want. And you simply cut it up. This is the other side. And you put it into a baggie, and they can make puzzles. Again, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. Make squiggly lines, make straight lines, make triangles, just different shapes. But it's a really simple thing to do. Another thing you can do is you can take an old soda bottle, probably not a jar because it's glass, and put some fun things in there. I have pom-poms, I have some plastic beads, I have paper clips, I have buttons, I have a bunch of other beads with smiley faces on them, and they can just watch the stuff do its thing. I recommend that you glue really well the top so that water doesn't go everywhere. And it's just something that you can put as much or as little in as you want, and they can help you make it. Just a really simple thing to do with an old Diet Coke bottle. And this, I use Rubbermaid, not Tupperware, and I put elastic bands around it, and just different sizes make different sounds. Just a really simple thing to do, or you can use a takeout box that you get from getting Uber Eats or something. And the last thing I have, because I used to love to play matching games with my kids when they were little, and the cards were so teeny. So what I thought of is if you had postcards, and you have 2 postcards that match, and you just get a bunch of different postcards. CVS sells postcards of New York City and of Long Island. These are from Rhode Island. But just lay them down and you play the match game. And again, depending on the age of your child, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. But I think postcards are easy because they're easier for the kids to pick up. And they have fun. They have fun getting the match, and they get all excited about it. So those are the toys that I came up with. Again, they're very easy. Pinterest is your friend. Look up homemade toys on Pinterest, and you'll get tons of suggestions, tons of things to do, or Google is always good. And the next part of the video, we're going to show you how to make your very own Play-Doh. So thanks. Go. Okay. Hi, we're going to make our own Play-Doh. You need 2 cups of flour, all-purpose. Very difficult to get out of the bag. There we go, 2 cups. You need half a cup of salt. Right in. You need 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. Is that a tablespoon? Yes. Of course, this isn't going to fit. 1. 2. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. It says you can use baby oil or coconut oil. I just use vegetable oil. 1, 2. And then if you have food coloring, you can separate it, make a couple different colors if you want. Or you can make it all blue, all green, all yellow, all red, whatever you want to do. The last ingredient is 1 to 1.5 cups of boiling water. So I don't suggest that you mix this with your hands. I would get some kind of a spoon. So I'm gonna actually use the tea kettle to boil the water. Let's see. It smells like Play-Doh. I added a little bit more water. I'm mixing with my broken spoon. I mean, you can get your hands in there as long as the water's not too hot. So this is your ball of Play-Doh. Again, you can split it up into a couple different balls and make them different colors. You can leave them all one color, whatever you want to do. If it's too wet, add a little bit more flour. If it's too dry, add a little bit more water, and you should be good to go. Thanks for coming and learning about the importance of play with small children. And I hope you enjoyed learning a few, hopefully fun things you can do at home and make. And you enjoyed your homemade Play-Doh. Happy crafting with your Play-Doh. Have a great rest of your day.